playing the central striker role. How important is it for you to be able to score like that and get off the mark quickly this season?
Yeah, I mean, it's important. Definitely, as a striker, you always want to contribute with goals or assists. Obviously, I'm pleased, but I'm very, very happy about the 3 points, the goals. They're going to come, so I'm happy.
Bukayo Saka had a big role in that goal and then scored a wonderful goal himself for the second. How important a player is he for Arsenal?
Yeah, he's unbelievable. I think there are not a lot of players like him on the planet. He's still so young. I don't know. He looks, in every action, he looks dangerous, and he's young. He can get better, but I think it's very rare to see a young player like this performing on the highest level every week. So I think we're all very happy with him.
And then with the players that you were able to bring on as the game went on, does it show how much strength there is in the Arsenal squad now?
For sure. I think we have a big squad with quality players all over the place. So I think the manager also has said to us that during the season everyone is important, and we're going to need everyone, especially because we have lots of games to play. So I think it's exciting, and we're all looking forward to the season.
Well done today.
Thank you.
Yeah, another good day in the office for Arsenal. And it bodes well, of course, going ahead. It's going to be a long 9 months ahead. Let's have a look at both strikes, starting with the man we've just heard from, Kai.
Yeah, it's a great ball in from Bukayo Saka. We mentioned earlier on how much time and space he's got here, and how much time and space Kai Havertz finds himself in. The ball's perfect, tempts the goalkeeper out, but the ball's, you know what I mean, it's just too good, and Kai's exactly what we need him in there for when the ball's going in, is to put it away.
Just so inviting. The cross was brilliant. When teams are not playing with the fluidity, especially early on in the season, you're waiting for moments from top players, and I think Saka delivered them moments today.
He had those moments as well in the first half, did he not? But
he really did.
Didn't let it
See there, Manish, the restriction now is not standing in front because they get a yellow card. If they stand in front there, I'll take a yellow card, because that is a dangerous situation. Once you let him in on his left foot, Aït-Nouri has to do better. But you're waiting for that to go in the bottom right-hand corner, as we see him do many times for Arsenal and England. But he cuts it back into the near post. I mean, this boy has got everything righty.
Yeah, to be honest, it's like Aït-Nouri, he knows, you know, he's played against him enough times now. He should be shining down the line, but like what Saka's done is exactly what Tim said there. We know he normally bends one over to the goalkeeper's right, but he's getting so much more experience. He's getting so much more knowledge about what he's doing in there. Yeah. He knew he could pull it back on the near post.
Let's find out what happened in the three other... Welcome back then. Half-time in a 4-game goal rush in our feature match. Arsenal leading Wolves by 1-0. What have you made of the first 45 minutes of this new season for the Gunners?
It's expected. Obviously, Arsenal's possession was very good. Zinchenko's done very well on that left side. I was a bit worried about him being somebody that they can attack, but in the main, Arsenal have been very, very dominant in this game.
Yeah, hard not to argue that they don't deserve the lead.
Oh, they deserve it. Yeah, I think they've been control of the football match. I think they're getting the ball out to Saka, Martinelli. Look, a real threat. Odegaard in midfield is where he left off last year, just controlling the football match. I think they've got too much firepower for this Wolves side. But
they've only got 1 goal to show for their dominance so far, and it's come from Kai Havertz.
Yeah, you know, he's somebody that... Like Timmy was saying, how many he's got with his head. He's got about 10 with his head. He's got 33 for Arsenal, 10 with his head, like you mentioned. But this is a great cross. So much time. Yeah. You know, I can't believe Wolves. You look at the space he's got here. You know, for him to have that much time, and you look at Kai Havertz as well. No one's tracking him, and with the quality and the margins that Arsenal know that they have to make sure that they close, you're not going to get away with that opportunity.
How inviting is that ball from Saka?
Well, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. It entices the keeper. Yeah. You know what I mean? He's like I say, he's not being tracked. And you're not going to get away with that, Wolves. Give him that much time and him that much space.
It's almost impossible to defend because it's going in towards. The goalkeeper don't know whether to come. Defender can't deal with it. But he's a big boy, he's 6'3". You know, we think he's just a technician who comes off and makes good runs, knows when to stand still. But 10 goals with his head. Yeah. You know, I didn't have him as an aggressor. He's not really aggressive, but he finds runs. He makes times and brilliant in front of people. It's a wonderful finish.
It doesn't reflect well on Jose Sarr, though, does it?
No, I think it was a difficult one.
Ball,
it's
like
a difficult one. I mean, I think Saka's been outstanding, and that cross was
That's what it is.
Wonderful.
See the cross. See, look at him. It's the kind of cross that he's in two minds because he's thinking, am I going to get...
That's the no man's land.
Exactly. That's the quality of the cross.
If he stands on his line, Manish doesn't save it anyway.
But Arsenal, as you've both quite rightly said, have had numerous chances. Saka involved there. and he also had an opportunity here.
I think he's looked really sharp. You know, he's just great in tight areas, strength, balance. You know, tries to get his shot off. It's just not come off. The final ball hasn't come off for him at the moment, but it will do. He continues to put himself in these positions to score goals. Look how strong he is.
Yeah, great play.
Look, yeah, that one's a bit of a swipe with his right foot. But, you know, he's working on all aspects of his game. He looks like he's just outstanding.
This one is a bit disappointing for me because he's got the opportunity. He's cut back. Just lay that into Declan. Yeah. Get 2-0. Go in at half-time. I know that he's desperate to do well because he's got Trossard on the bench. He had a poor season last year, Martinelli. He's trying to impress upon the manager. But give that back to Declan Rice. 2-0. You probably get your goal in the second half.
One goal there in our feature game. Let's take you around the grounds. There are 3 other games to bring you up to date with, also at half. The Premier League games that have also just finished. New Boys Southampton back in the Premier League. First game for them was away to Newcastle. For the hosts, it didn't go according to plan to begin with. They were reduced to 10 men.
Yeah, Shah was stupid. He got lured into that by Brereton Diaz. He stuck his head into him. It wasn't too much there for me, but on-field referee sent him off. And the VAR looked at it and they don't think it's an obvious mistake. They both go head-to-head. It's an embarrassing reaction from Brereton Diaz. Unfortunately for Shah, he gets the red card.
You know, it's the kind of thing that people would have thought that I might have done when I was playing. I genuinely would not have got sucked into that. That was silly from him, really.
No, but despite being down to 10 men, Newcastle won it thanks to this goal just before half-time.
Yeah, well, again, playing out from the back when there's no real reason to in that respect. I think that ball's got to be cleared from the goalkeeper. And once you do that, they'll find you get punished at this level.
Brighton, under their new manager, 31-year-old Fabian Herzler, the youngest ever to take charge of a Premier League game, comes away with a brilliant win. 3-0 at Everton.
Yeah, Everton started really well, had a few chances, one ruled out. Matoma with at the back post, and from there on in, it was just one-way traffic, and Danny Welbeck there stops that. When he comes back on his left foot there, you know exactly where that's going. Unfortunately, Pickford can't read it. Ashley Young gets a red card, pulls down Matoma. It was a poor error of judgment from Ashley. He should have headed the ball right in.
Yeah, there was a man running towards him, headed towards him. You know, you can see him, he's impeded him. It looks like Matoma was going in to get a free shot on goal. He had to go there, Ashley.
And a miserable opening day for Everton.
Adingra
was sealed by this goal, Simon Adingra.
Yeah, good finish. Again, with the Danny Welbeck goal, just backing off once he gets on the ball. He's backing off, giving him an opportunity to curl it down into the goalkeeper's right-hand side.
Finally to the City ground, Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth finished 1 apiece. Forest first on the score sheet through Chris Wood.
Yeah, it's good from Chris Wood because he follows it in. It was low to the goalkeeper, going by his feet, and he should have done better. He's just palmed it out, unfortunately, to Chris Wood. Does brilliant, like all strikers should do. Gets himself off the mark in the first game of the season with a good finish.
Bournemouth very late on snaps an equaliser at Utah.
Yeah, and they kept coming. You know, they got a lot of luck there. You know, got a lot of luck there. The defenders trying to clear it back where it's come from. Maybe he should have opened his body and put it out, you know, out to the right-hand side. I couldn't understand why he was doing it like that. He's cleared it back into goal. He's got to clear it out like that. Just let it go past him.
Like how?
Just like that.